I'm very excited to show you I know another MCP server, but that one is pretty fun. Let me show you. So let's say you are in a program you're developing and you want to ask a question. You're not sure something. You could open the browser, make a search, and get the information about, I don't know, what are the required parameter for an API call. Or you could use my MCP server that will just do that for you. So Check-in Doc is doing exactly that. So you allow it, and if we have a look here, it's running inside a Docker container. So you can see here, it's have Boucher Check-in Doc MCP server. So I package it in a container, so it doesn't even install anything on your machine. You could also run it if you want. The code is available. I will share all the code, but it run in a container, and just like that, you will have your answer. And if we look to here, so it went, check into the documentation, and even return the page where it found the information, and then Copilot help you to structure that answer so you could continue. So like I told you, it's all available on GitHub. I will provide the link down below. So it's there. You could right away copy this template. The beauty of it is defining the input as private, so you won't see the keys, or you could go through the UI and do it. So let me show you. So for example, here I could click here, configure tool, and add a tool, select Docker container, type fboucher / Check-in Doc MCP, and then I will have it. But if you use let's do this. If you use what I was saying, the JSON document, the beauty of it is, see here, the API key is hidden. This way it's a little bit more secure, and then you specify the domain you are allowing. So there's website, depending on what you do, that you want. You can change it if you want. So for in my example right now, I would say, hey, check into the docs of Reka AI. So you could do and have the list. Okay, this is all good, but how does it work under the hood? Let me show you. So if we go inside the GitHub repo, you could go into source. You right away notice that it's in .NET. It could have been done in other languages, but it was a weekend project, so I did it in .NET. So you could see, if you go in tools, you will see there's only one tools there. So what we're looking for is to, in the domain, have a research service. And I'm leveraging here Reka Research. And Reka Research is an API using AI that will search the web for you, not just like fetch the information into a model, but really look online for the up-to-date documentation. So here, into the research service, we can see that it's taking the two parameter that we're doing. I'm calling the endpoint Reka chat, and I'm just like doing a query, just like an API call, passing the information, say, hey, look into the documentation. What will happen is the AI model will have a look, browse online, and only in the allow domain that you specify, that you can change anytime you want, browse the web, find the answer, maybe do different research to make sure it understands everything, and then get back to you with a concise response and pass that information with the link to Copilot, so Copilot could just reply. So it's very interesting to use, and with that, back to the rest of the video. And then you could use it. And the beauty of it, like I said, it's running inside a container, so it doesn't install anything. If you want to install it inside your machine, you can also do it. Again, all the code is in the GitHub repository and even open to PR. So what do you think? Fun project? I think it's a cool MCP server. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. It really helps knowing what you want and what we should do. So what do we build now? I really need to find another idea